Hello everyone! Ever since I first found out about its existence, I've loved Stratford Station in London for its complexity. Today, I figured I'd talk about it. I'm not going to be covering the history as that has already been done on other channels. Instead, I'm here to talk to you about the station's layout, and specifically the track layout of the station and the surrounding area. Before we begin, there's a few housekeeping items. First, if you want to view the track diagram used in this video in more detail, it is posted for free on my Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, if you want to support the channel further, you can join us on Patreon or as a YouTube member right here. Also consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Last, and most importantly, I am planning on doing a Q&A video at the end of August, so if you have any questions you'd like to ask, feel free to leave them in the comments below. First, I want to go over which services stop at which platforms. Platforms 1 and 2 are used by the Overground's Mildmay line. Platforms 3, 3A, and 6 are used by the Underground's Central line. Platforms 4A and 4B are used by the DLR branch to Poplar. Platforms 5 and 8 are used by the Elizabeth line and C2C, but only on weekends. Platforms 9, 10, and 10A are used by Greater Anglia services on the Great Eastern Main Line and by Freightliner. Platforms 11 and 12 are used by Greater Anglia services on the Lee Valley lines. Platforms 13, 14, and 15 are used by the Jubilee line, and platforms 16 and 17 are used by the DLR branch to Canning Town and Stratford International. Now, for the track layout. On both ends of the station, the Central line tracks quickly dive down into tunnels. The Jubilee line tracks run south from the station, as do the DLR tracks that run to Canning Town. These tracks run under the main portion of the station northward on their way to Stratford International. The other DLR tracks merge into a single track before paralleling the main line. The tracks split in two again at Pudding Mill Lane before recombining on the other end of the station. The line then runs to Poplar. To the north of the station, along the East Anglia main line, there are a few crossovers between Stratford and Maryland, with the track that runs through platform 10A merging into the track that runs through platform 10 just south of Maryland. Inside the station bounds, the track for platform 11 merges into the track for platform 10A, with platform 12's track running parallel. This merge is known as Stratford Central Junction East. Slightly further south are a pair of crossovers, allowing trains from platform 10 to access the North London line. Just south of the crossovers is Stratford Central Junction West, where two tracks split off from the main line, running parallel to the tracks from platforms 1 and 2. This is known as the Channel C curve. Just beyond this, a third track of the Channel C curve splits off to meet with the Carpenter's Road curve at Carpenter's Road North Junction, which comes from London Liverpool Street. At Channel C South Junction, the North London line tracks merge into the Channel C curve, and just beyond that, at Channel C North Junction, the High Meads curve splits from the North London line. The third track then merges into the other North London line tracks before the Lee curve merges at Lee Junction. The North London line then continues towards Richmond. The Lee and High Meads curves merge together at High Meads Junction. These two curves plus the North London line form a Y, which is a triangular railway junction. The line after the merge is known as the High Meads Loop, and we'll get to where that goes in a moment. Moving back to the Great Eastern Main Line, the Carpenter's Road curve merges with it at Carpenter's Road South Junction. The Carpenter's Road curve, GEML, and North London line / Channel C curve form another Y. Moving towards Liverpool Street, there are a few crossovers as the line is about to split into three. At Pudding Mill Lane Junction, the Elizabeth line splits from the Great Eastern Main Line and dives into a tunnel into the core section through central London. At roughly the same time, at Bow Depot Junction, one of the GEML tracks becomes the lead for Bow Goods Yard. This leaves 5 tracks that run into London Liverpool Street, 2 tracks running into the Elizabeth line core section, and 1 track running into Bow Goods Yard. At the north end of the station, platforms 1, 2, 11, and 12 curve off toward the north, with platforms 1 and 2 being bay platforms and platforms 11 and 12 continuing north out of the station. A bay platform is a platform whose track ends at bumper blocks. The track meets up with the aforementioned High Meads Loop at Temple Mill East Junction before running north and meeting up with the Lee Valley lines / West Anglia main line. With that, we have fully covered the layout of Stratford Station and the surrounding area. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future track layout videos, and if you want to support the channel further, you can join us on Patreon. A link for that is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.